Hey everyone, and welcome to Empowered by Self-Love, the podcast. My name is Jessica Fuentes, and I am a certified professional coach. I will be here every Saturday talking about transformation. How to transform those difficulties you encounter throughout your life into lessons. How can you transform that victim mindset into one of opportunity and growth? If you want to transform your life, the key is to learn and realize that you have everything you need within yourself. If you are looking for a safe place to find inspiration, motivation, and the tools to become empowered, then this is the podcast to listen to. This podcast is brought to you by my website, Empowered-SelfLove.com. Thank you for joining me every Saturday, and I want to thank you all for listening every week. Thank you for your support and for making Empowered by Self-Love, the podcast, part of your Saturday routine. I am extremely thankful and grateful for your warm welcome. My hope is to bring you the tools that enriches your life and that helps you become more empowered. So thank you for sharing with your friends and family, and let's continue to spread the knowledge and the inspiration. In this episode, I will be talking about the role of vulnerability, strength in openness. Hey there, happy Saturday! I wish you're feeling well, full of energy, and ready for today's episode. I welcome you to another episode of Empowered by Self-Love, the podcast. I am your host, Jessica Fuentes, and today I want to talk about the importance of vulnerability. In a world that often equates strength with power, with having it all together, and with happiness, the concept of vulnerability can seem contradictory to the word strength. Yet, vulnerability is a profound and essential aspect of the human experience. It involves the willingness to expose oneself to emotional risk, to uncertainty, and to the possibility of failure. And this is far from being a sign of weakness, because vulnerability is a powerful source of strength and resilience. It fosters authentic connections, encourages personal growth, and enhances leadership. By embracing vulnerability, you as an individual, and even for leaders in organizations, can cultivate a culture of openness and trust. And these lead to deeper relationships and also innovative solutions. So I want you to think of vulnerability as a superpower instead. And that superpower reveals how openness can transform your life and even the communities. It highlights the undeniable strength found in being truly open. Like Brené Brown said, vulnerability is not winning or losing. It's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome. And this quote emphasizes the courage required to embrace vulnerability regardless of the outcome. So first, let's define vulnerability. By definition, vulnerability involves emotional risk, exposure, uncertainty, and courage. Because obviously, if you're exposing yourself, you're being courageous. It's about being open to new experiences, to people, and to different perspectives. There is the misconception that it is often seen as a weakness, but actually, it is a powerful source of strength and of growth. When you allow yourself to become vulnerable, you open the doors that will allow you to connect better with others And you will realize that many people can actually understand you better than you thought. This openness will also allow you to attract the right people into your life, people that will value you and that will also bring value into your life. So, why is vulnerability so valuable? Number one, vulnerability is part of your personal growth. It involves emotional resilience because embracing your vulnerability will lead you to greater emotional resilience and therefore your personal growth. It allows individuals to confront and overcome their fears and their insecurities. By being vulnerable, you foster deeper and more authentic connections with others. It encourages honesty and openness in relationships. Number two, vulnerability is leadership. Because when you have a leader that promotes vulnerability, you get to build trust within an organization. Leaders who show vulnerability themselves can build stronger trust within the team. It promotes open communication and psychological safety. And this environment of vulnerability in a professional world encourages innovation because vulnerable leaders are more likely to encourage innovation and creativity. Because with this approach, team members feel free to share their ideas without the fear of being judged. Again, like Brene Brown also said, vulnerability is the birthplace of innovation, creativity, and change. And this quote also underscores how vulnerability is essential for growth and for transformation. Number three, vulnerability in cultural awareness is crucial in intercultural communication because it requires stepping out of your comfort zone and challenging your biases. And this fosters cultural humility and understanding. By being open and vulnerable, individuals can bridge cultural differences and build inclusive environments. Number four, it has practical applications. Sharing your personal stories of vulnerability can inspire other people and can create a culture of openness wherever you go. Publicly recognizing acts of vulnerability can reinforce the value behind being vulnerable, and this also encourages others to be open and to be more authentic. And number five, it challenges the misleading idea and therefore it enables you to overcome your fears. Fear of judgment is one of the biggest challenges because you don't want to be judged or rejected. So, overcoming this requires a supportive environment and a shift of mindset to view vulnerability as a strength rather than as a weakness. Finding the right balance between being open and maintaining professional boundaries is essential because you don't want to be opening up to everybody, essentially in leadership roles. You're not going to be telling everybody every single detail of your life. I'm not saying that, but you shouldn't fear becoming vulnerable in the different settings of life. Professionally, being vulnerable is the same as allowing yourself to speak up and to share your ideas and innovative solutions without the fear of being judged. Personally, being vulnerable is allowing the people you care about to really get to know you without the fear of being judged. Even Bob Marley said, being vulnerable is the only way to allow your heart to feel true pleasure. Bob Marley points out that vulnerability is key to experiencing genuine joy and connection. Remember that the people that truly value and appreciate you will never judge you. Essentially, not on your most vulnerable stage. Whoever does truly does not belong in your life, or you should not allow them to have the privilege of your trust. So, as I wrap up today's episode, take this with you. Vulnerability, far from being a weakness, is a profound strength that can lead to personal growth, to stronger relationships, to effective leadership, and to greater cultural awareness. So, embracing vulnerability can transform you as an individual, and it can even transform organizations because it fosters a culture of openness and resilience. If you feel that this is a message you connected with, I am very glad and happy that this will be the beginning of an extraordinary journey of transformation and empowerment for you. So remember that we have a date every Saturday. You can't miss the next episode in which I will be talking about living without expectations, the path to true freedom. Thank you for listening to today's episode, and I hope that you enjoyed it and that it brought some perspective as well as hope. If there is any particular topic you would like me to discuss, or if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me via email at jessica.fuentes@empowered-selflove.com. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You can find me there as empowered.selflove. I also encourage you to visit my webpage, empowered-selflove.com, and explore more about what coaching is all about. In the Services tab, you can sign in for the free discovery session. During the discovery session, I will explain everything you need to know about coaching, the type of coaching I specialize in, and the packages I have available for you. You can find all the links on the episode's notes. Remember, if you like this content or thought of somebody that could benefit from it, please share it with your friends and family. Remember that we have a date every Saturday, and I can't wait for us to meet again. See you next week!